While I'm skiing, I feel free. It kind of helps me forget about the chair and I feel like everyone else.
The National Ability Center gave Cameron the confidence that there were other people like him out there and it was okay to be him. He had some really great instructors, some that I think he feels are family at this point. Murray looks up to Cameron as an example of how to do things.
It's awesome to be able to ski with my little brother.
I like all the instructors there. Like my favorite, it's Stefan. She's fun, she pushes me to do my best.
Getting to see Murray on the hill is one of the coolest things I get to do. He's just so happy. On the chairlifts, we're constantly singing or playing games and telling jokes. And on the hill, he just wants to be this little ripping monoskier.
We found out during a sonogram, there was definitely a feeling in the room that something had changed and things were different. They told us that Cameron had spina bifida.
When Cameron was born, we weren't really prepared for what was going to happen. He had all kinds of wires and hoses hooked to him and all kinds of stuff, and I would just stand there and rub his head and sing to him. And it was about 5 days when the nurse asked me if I'd held him, and I had not. So she picked him up, I sat in the chair, and she put him in my arms. But he had never been held prior to that. And when Murray was diagnosed with spina bifida, also, I was scared. I was scared to do all of that again, to readjust again. The kids have had somewhere near 30 surgeries between the two of them in their lives. But we've all just kind of evolved together and rolled with things as life goes along.
I think that the National Ability Center and the people there have helped the boys to recognize that they really can do anything and they really can be anybody.
There is nothing like the moment you see someone fall in love with sliding on snow. Why shouldn't somebody get to experience this joy just because they need to access it in a different way?
I am really grateful for the National Ability Center. It's really been a big part of my life, and it's really helped me to realize how much I can do.
And I remember the first few times going there, just watching the boys' eyes look at adults that were just like them. That's when the National Ability Center hit home for me, that they saw who they could be.
I see like adults that do sit skiing. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I think it's good to push yourself, push your limits. I want to join the Paralympics when I'm older.
The value of that organization in my children's lives is amazing. There are a host of people involved in this organization that are just really great people. They're the kind of people you want your kids to be around and to learn from. They're providing a lot more than ski lessons. They're really teaching independence.
The NAC is incredible. You have this entire group of people who are knowledgeable in their field and beyond stoked to find ways to get people out. We couldn't do this without our donors. It takes away one of those barriers to recreation, from equipment to our facilities. Scholarships and the entire program really couldn't happen without you guys. Kids like the Glads, there's so many other costs to having this disability, right? There's extra therapies and equipment and doctor's visits, and it's just this additional strain, and being able to take away one more financial burden really just opens doors for everyone.
I'm not at all the same person I used to be. Raising these kids has changed me and changed the way I see the world quite a bit. Everybody has heroes, and we pick our heroes for various reasons. These kids really are my heroes.
A lot of people put a disability as a bad thing. It's really not a bad thing at all. As long as you have a good attitude about it, you can do anything.